As an offensive lineman, you're always working behind the scenes. You know how to, handle success humbly, because when you have that success, your name's not going to be printed in a newspaper article. Maybe, you get a shout out, the O-line as a unit would get a shout out from the running backs, quarterbacks, coaches, whatever. But we knew to never get too high after success, never get too low. If there's any kind of failure, that it just really took, 5 guys to, grind day in, day out and look to keep getting better and build as a unit. My name is Jared Veldheer. I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, born and raised. Football, even professional football, I didn't really see that in my future much, like maybe college football, but I like basketball a lot more. Coach Otterbein came and watched one of my basketball games and then offered me a scholarship to play football after, and I accepted pretty quick because I was already familiar with the school. My brother went there, played basketball there. I could see the value in being at an institution like that for 4+ years. The NFL thought first popped in my head after my freshman year. I was able to put on some good size, strength, and speed. And a couple guys just started joking about it, like, hey, you're just as big as these guys that are, getting drafted or, in the combine and that are playing in the NFL. And it never seemed too stressful, and it just seemed kind of, a lighthearted, fun goal to go about. We finished our football season in November, and then immediately I signed with an agent, and that whole process started to go. Heard my name called with the 69th pick in the draft, which was the 3rd round. It was just kind of a whirlwind, just instant elation and then just craziness. Looking back at the transition between Division II and the NFL, getting moved from left tackle to right tackle probably sticks out as the biggest challenge, because I played left tackle my whole time at Hillsdale and played left tackle for the first 7 years of my NFL career. And when I took those initial right tackle sets, man, it just felt so awkward. My body was just so programmed to move from a left-handed stance. I mean, I wanted to basically quit in training camp because I felt like I was just so worthless, and that I was, no longer that one of those 5 guys that was accountable to one another, and that I couldn't do my job, and I didn't want to do that to the group and the team. And it's never fun when you have to learn through playing in front of, 60,000 plus people. But again, just kind of keep your head down and try to get better and correct things and fix it as you go. And that's what I did and figured it out. And so it's nice being able to take some of those lessons and now try to apply them outside of football. Trying to raise a young family, and now being back in West Michigan, and just life-changing. Sometimes you feel like you can maybe lose your footing, but with what I've learned, I'm able to kind of stay grounded, if that makes sense. Something that everyone who's gone to Hillsdale's heard a million times. It's the people. And I think it really applies because, without that great group of people there, I don't know how many people would stick around and survive and thrive and have a really, good academic career, athletic career, whatever it is there. It's a tough place. So it was a losing record my freshman year. And then it seemed like each year, I think it was each year, we had gotten better, improved. And then my senior year, we had made it to the Division II playoffs for the first time in school history, and Coach Otterbein was a great coach. I really tip my hat to him, being able to work with 18 to 22-year-old kids and turn them into men, and I think that was always his #1 goal. And when you're going through the same kind of challenges, the same difficulties, the same stages of life, and you're doing it together nonstop, you just forge some really special relationships, and was definitely able to do that at Hillsdale. Not trying to put words in your mouth, Coach Otter, but if you can mold those good men, those good human beings, that the wins would follow that, because that was the most important piece. Without that, then the wins wouldn't happen.